It's me. Yeah, I'm fine. And I finally found the truth, Daniel. And the truth is...
I'm here in Queensland, Australia. The piece of footage you just witnessed contained a colleague of mine, documentary filmmaker Ken Moore. In March of 2001, Ken began research on a controversial documentary which would have unforeseen consequences. Ken wanted to disprove the legend of Santa Claus. I was his cameraman and production assistant throughout this project. On the 19th of April 2005, Ken contacted me, telling me he was going out to investigate a peculiar piece of information he'd received from a mysterious source. I thought nothing of it at the time, but soon afterwards, I received this voicemail message.
Daniel, they're onto me. I can't talk long. If something happens, check my top drawer in the study. Finish what I started. In particular, the yellow note... Hi. Hey, don't touch me, man. Hey, get off me. It's too late. I know who you are. Hey, don't.
As Ken, to my belief, did not anticipate the film to result in his mysterious disappearance, he himself became a subject of the documentary's investigation. As a result, the film was edited loosely and as a warning to those who may have known Ken personally. It contains footage he would have assumed to be edited out. I present to you the Ken Moore documentary, The Extraordinary Santa Claus Conspiracy.
Hi, it's Christmas morning, and I've sought permission to enter this building at 16 Greenlee Street, Miriam. Inside is one adult and one misled child.
Listen, mate, give it a rest, would you? Sir, madam, please open the door. Madam, will you just keep your daughter away from the presence? She might get hurt. Sir?
Oh, for Christ's sake, in the middle of doing a poo. They're breaking my presents, Mummy. Santa gave them to me.
Santa doesn't exist. It's better in the long run. So, what have we got?
Oh, it's pretty ordinary, really. We've got a DVD board game and a couple of stuffed teddy bears. Yeah, nothing unusual.
And how about the fingerprints?
Oh, a bit hard to say, really. There's so many there, probably from the manufacturers. I don't think we'll be able to pull anything off it.
So what you're saying is these weren't made by Santa Claus or his elves?
You're not serious?
Yeah.
Hang on, so you're saying we just broke up a family's Christmas to get Santa Claus fingerprints?
Yes. What you're doing is an honourable thing, to prevent the perpetration of lies to children.
You clunker. Not going to see my face on this, am I?
Ken was persistent in disproving the Santa legend. A bit extreme, but he was passionate.
The year 1951. The Second World War is still at the forefront of our minds. Oddly enough, the critically acclaimed blockbuster film, A Christmas Carol, opens that year. I was 8 years old. My parents separated 2 years earlier, and as neither could agree on how to share me, they sent me off to my grandmother, Bubka, 1,500 miles away in Brisbane. Bubka had dementia. As a child, it was tough. I was angry. I rebelled. I took it out on all those around me. I was kicked out of a string of schools because of my eccentricities. But it was Christmas of 1951 that really turned my life upside down.
Ken once told me, akin to previous years, every Christmas morning he would wake to a tatty eucalyptus branch being passed off as a Christmas tree, decorated with oddities that appeal to Bubka's scatty nature. At the base of his tree were his own possessions wrapped in brown paper, stolen from him the night before by Bubka and presented as presents the next day. Strange, I know. Anyway, this year, Ken received something new.
Coal. A piece of charcoal wrapped up in real Christmas paper. Gran apologised for not being able to recall having wrapped it, but, well, you know, dementia. Thing is, each concurrent year, from 1951 onwards, a new piece of coal appeared underneath the Christmas tree. Sadly, Bubka died in 1958. But the coal kept on appearing for the next 2 years, finally ceasing in 1960. I was 18. How? Santa Claus? Could he really exist? But of course not.
I've known Ken a long time. I don't know him that well, but I'm probably one of his better friends. He really didn't have that many during primary school and high school. He was, how can I put it? He was a real prick.
I never believed in Santa Claus, and I'm quite proud of that. And I consider myself a well-balanced person.
I think he was jealous. I understood his grandmother was a bit, you know, and poor. He used to get upset with other kids getting nice gifts, and he wasn't. He did get gifts, didn't he?
Apparently his gran used to wrap up his own stuff and give it back to him at Christmas.
Really? It's a bit sad, isn't it?
So, you're a grandmother with how many grandchildren?
I've got 6.
6. And they all believe in Santa Claus?
Yeah, of course they do.
Does Santa Claus really exist?
Of course.
And have you ever seen him?
Well, not firsthand, but he's out there.
You've never really ever seen him, have you?
You don't really need to see him, because if you've got the Christmas spirit, you just know he exists. It's all about faith. You just have to believe.
Oh, me. Not this Christmas spirit bull. I'm so sick of that line. By believing and spirit, you mean gullible? So you're saying that you didn't give the kids their Christmas presents. It was Santa Claus who did it.
You're a horrible little man. I think you got me here just to make me look awful. Is that what you're doing?
No, of course not. So she's lying, isn't she? How can you tell?
Well, in a word, yes, she's not exactly telling the whole truth. When people aren't telling the truth, they tend to emit facial indicators. So, like, you know, their eyes will blink, or they'll look off to another direction and avoid eye contact, or even a little bit of facial rigidity, concealing a little bit of guilt. But I don't think she's trying to mislead us.
But what about the lines around her eyes, here and here?
They're wrinkles, they come with age.
Interesting.